Hey everybody, what's going on? The girl is here. I eat two peanuts, yeah. Get the kids and wind down to bed. In a kind of cold tonight. Yes, it's cold. My little son was trembling. Yes, my son is trembling. They are sleeping in my room tonight, so because all my children them. So when me ready, me normally go into their rooms too. So yeah, so we're gonna hang out tonight and just eat some peanut and see what I go on. Ah, good night, everybody. Good night. See, we got with peanut. Anybody like peanut can buy them a while. So we're gonna eat the peanut and just go and chill, chit chat. If you have any question, you can ask me. If I cannot answer, I just cannot. You know. But hope everybody is doing good tonight. Guys, I was very productive in the background today. Very, very, very. And I miss a meeting today too. By the time I say I'm getting the beating. Yeah. So good night to everyone. Hey Trina. Trina say, hey Queen. Hey Trina, how are you? How you doing? I'm here. I got my peanut tonight. Yes, I got my peanut tonight. And I got me some stuff I have left to sort out in my room, but my kids are in my bed sleeping tonight. The one was trembling. Yes, I like peanut. This one. How you doing, Trina? How you doing? So and then I get my son to sit back down and all the work that the other teacher had sent him over, he was able to get those sorted out and everything. So I sat with him so he was able, but he did it by himself. So he was able to understand. And then the last set, now he said, Mommy, I'll do that by myself. And he did that. So yeah, we had a good time this evening. We had a good time. And the little one, let me tell you something. When you have two kids in the house, it's a miracle. The little one was there and it's so funny. I was asking my older son because he was reading a word, and when he see the word, he couldn't identify the word. So I said, when the sun is hot, what do you put on yourself when the sun is hot? The little one blur it out because the word was there, but my son couldn't pronounce it and call the word. Not pronounce it, call it. And the little ones, and I said, so I just asked a question. And so when the sun is hot, what do you do? What do we put on our skin when the sun is hot? The little one blow out sunscreen. Me and Jade, we look around like that boy that they say couldn't talk. Smart, smart little cookie. He come home, he doing his homework by himself, the little one. I'm like, thank God, man, because that little boy, he struggled. I had to get him to go get checked for speech therapy and all of these things. And knowing the fact that I asked a question, I just said, what do you put on your, just ask a question in that sense for to see if Jaden would pick up to, so I could tell him that's the word. Yes, Trina, that little boy that could not talk, he's shocking me every day, man. He coming home, he's doing his schoolwork. Once I say go ahead and do your schoolwork, he's doing it. I'm like, so parents, if you're out there, you have any young children, and you see they're not talking yet, don't follow the crowd. Just do what you gotta do to work on the children. Go get them speech, what they call it, speech therapists to make sure check them out to see if they just have delay. Cause they can delay. Yes, you can delay. Check out to see if that is delayed. Handyman sent you a gift. Thank you, Handyman. Thank you so much. Bless up yourself. So just get your children checked out. And sometimes it's just delay of speech. So if you hear them not talking and they just making sound. Hey Damien, say hello, Queen. Hey Damien. Bless up on yourself, and Trina, the top fan, and Damien, the top two fan is here tonight. So bless up on yourself. But I just want you guys to say that if you have any children out there, because I know my son is born in the COVID arena, so I know how it can be. It can be a hassle right there. But if you guys have any children and you see they're not talking, don't worry. You just keep talking to them. Take them, yes, get the help they need, just in case. You want to be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? And even if they're going to school and teachers said that they cannot hear the child is not being using his word. In other words, they're gonna say he's nonverbal or anything. Don't feel like they're labeling your child. Take it as an opportunity to ask them. Sometimes they do refer you with resources if they don't. Well, they know. They know. Normally, they know. And they will give you recommendation or so, and you go get your child checked out. Nothing wrong. It's not a labeling. It's early prevention. Can Early intervention can help stop a lot of stuff. Because I'm asking question, and all I do is say to let my oldest son was understand the word that he was reading. And that's what we have to come together when we have children and we're reading to them. Is not to tell them the word, but to use that word into a sentence so that they can understand what they're reading. And sometimes they can take a guess and get it right, and you can say, okay, that's what the word means. That is the word. Or so. And that's all I did. But when the little one said sunscreen, I bust out. I was like, woo. And he wanna be a part of the work. So yeah. So that's what we were doing, guys, because he had done his work the other day, and I was getting mad at him because I told him this year I'm not helping you do no work. I sat down almost 2 years homeschooling now and did most of his work. And I said, I mean, did it. Just sit there with him like I'm in the class, like him. I'm his teacher. I could be his teacher. Well, I technically could be his teacher. You know what I mean? But I'm not doing his work because I sat there and give him all the way. I said, if you need help, that's where I come in. But me to sit on there like the teacher, no. You got somebody paid to help you, guide you. I'm just your learning coach. Because yes, once you homeschool, you're a learning coach for your child. So he got it. He got it. So that was good. And I thought in my head, because I said I'm not doing too much with you, because I know, as I said, behind the scene there's a lot going on. So I told him, I'm not helping you with your schoolwork. You go on your own with that. If you need help, then you come. But if you don't ask for help, I'm not going to initiate the help. So I'm like, nope. And he sat there and he learned real quick that he need to come and ask me if he want me to help him. So when he didn't ask me, he do his work and his teacher send back, I think, 3 of them. But he get his maths and everything. So it was just in the reading and the writing and the reading, writing, and social study. Just a few things he had missed because he was reading the question. Because if he had read it, he understand. And they were doing irregular verbs and all these past tense and whatever. Like you just say, you tell, today you tell, yesterday you told. I told you yesterday, whatever it is. So they're learning things like those, which is good because it's learning them how to use their grammar correctly, use their past tense and their present tense correctly. So I need to learn some myself. Like you had go today, I go to the store. Yesterday I went to the store, so you're learning all these little things. So anyway, people, enough of that. But already I told you guys it's just me and my children. So if when I'm sharing sometime I might, say how whatever something is good go about the day with my kids, and then just to know that little one that could barely talk, answering question, helping his brother. And they have this rapper guy singing the irregular verb songs. And when he was playing while I was helping him write off some words, the little one said, Mama, I want to listen to that again. So I'm just here tonight, people. Where's my wipes? Where is my wipes? Oh. I got me some alcohol. This one is not open. You ever feel lazy to get up? Well, I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy. I just need. Oh, you know what? Don't make no sense. I tear down anything. Let me just get this one. This is alcohol because I had my hand in my hair. So every room have alcohol. Every single room. Have hand sanitizer. Yes. Because when the COVID hit, I don't like this one, but just to keep the hand a little bit because I had it in my hair. And I'm going to eat my peanut, you know. Oh, and I forgot I cut my hand. I forgot I cut my hand. Oh, Lord. So greetings to everybody. Your resilient queen is something else. This crazy queen here. She's a mixture of everything. This one kind of sweet and like an exit of the freeway. Yeah. So anybody have a question for me tonight? Anybody want to ask me anything? Yeah, I need to wash my hair again. It's itchy. Or back brush it. Either wash it or back brush it. I haven't eaten my peanut in a while. I started smacking it yesterday. And then I was gonna go move my computer desk. Not my computer. I was gonna move my computer desk somewhere it was. But then I said, you know what? No, let me put the computer desk on pause and help my son so we could get the work out because tomorrow we're planning to go do some driving tomorrow. So let me ask you now a question. All the mechanic them out here, all the people who know about cars. I don't know much about car, but when you're driving a car and you know, like when you're driving a car and the car go, what is that? And and then mechanical inclined people here doesn't mean what you're saying based on what I X doesn't mean you have to be that, but you could probably have some idea. What does that? What is that? Like when you're driving and the car go like this. Not the car literally do like that, but like you can feel it when you're driving. I said I was gonna Google it. I see. So how is everybody doing tonight? How is everybody doing? No questions? Oh no, not the horn. Like when you're driving and you press your foot on the gas, you just like the car just go. You know, like you ever see when they had those jumper truck and you see they go up and down like this, but not the car literally going up and down. It's just like you just feel like the car like it's pushed forward and then it push back quick. So I don't know. SEO click say remember me. Hey, how you doing? You say hi. But I feel it today. When this morning when I dropped my son to school, I feel it. So I don't know what that is. Oh, I had no clue. So I might get it checked out. I'll get it checked out because I need to start. I'm gonna start do some long driving and stuff. So and it's me and the kids ain't gonna be in there. So I have to make it sure it's safe. That's one thing with me and the cars. I mean, people gotta make sure you're safe in there. I'm telling you, make sure you're safe at all costs. So I gotta get that checked out. You say maybe it's your chance in transmission. I don't know. I'll be so mad, but anyway, I have 3-year warranty, but I would be so mad they would fix it. But jeez, I just come out of those things. I wouldn't want to be in there, and I just get that car. Mm. Yeah, I understand. I understand though, but it just the thought of it, and I just got out of one, get out of one. Just the thought of it, I'm like, wow. But the good part of it, I got a 3-year warranty, so or it could be an alignment or something. I'm just gonna take it back to the dealership and let they go test drive it for sure. I know that, and feel for see if that's what is coming. Because I need that car to get on the road, Because even coming up, I have a I have an early morning appointment that I have to do as well. You can't drive, but I mean, I just feel it every now and then. I feel it now. This morning, this morning, I felt it. Only when I'm coming back in the evening too, I do feel it. So I want to make sure I check it out. Yes, a good thing I have warranty on there because if I didn't have warranty on it this time around, probably I would be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be walking," and it's getting cold. Cause I'm telling you, this morning that cold was walking, even though I shouldn't even say the walking, because I had on slippers all morning and short sleeve and shorts. But I don't know. I don't know if I could go through another storm of no transmission right now. I just get the car. I don't know if I could deal with that one. I don't know. Because the other car, I did everything. I changed the chance, I changed the motor, I changed everything. Mm-mm. That's what backed me up in bills right now, that car, the other car. I don't think I could go to another car. Another car issue like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. At this time, I'll be saying, where can I hide? Well, I would be singing this song, where could I run to? Where could I hide? I'm looking somewhere to hide my head now. I go out to borrow the turtle shell. Because I will literally invest so much into the other car and he really left me. So to get another left me. Hmm. And there you would go again, the body look nice. Because I saw somebody the other day, they said, where do you do with your minivan? I said, I traded in. I didn't have no other choice because if it was me alone, I probably, because it was really a nice minivan. But the inside was the inside where everything is that helped get the car on the road wasn't nice to me at all. So I couldn't go to another problem with none of that. Now too quick, too fast. Mm-mm. And then you just say, but the body look good. We don't talk about the body right now. We talk about the car going, you know what I mean? Oh man, sometimes you think you like you get away from one thing and you realize nope, nope. Mm-mm. But let's hope and pray. And I can go get a. Actually, I have one of the reading thing, since I changed over my phone. You see, I need to set up myself because I have the thing now. where I can fix FIXD. I had bought one when I just got my car and I never even use it. So I need to set it up. Yes, I had bought one. One of the things, you ever see the commercial on Google or so? One of the page, they may say, going to sleep. No, I had not. That's so good day today. And I am thinking about coming off YouTube until further notice. Not sure what I will decide on yet. Okay. Well, Damien, whatever it is, if you have to take a break and, whatever it is, whatever, you know what you're going through. And so if you have to take a break to come back bigger and better and stronger, you have to do what you have to do. And I know the choice is yours and so forth. So stand by you, and if we appreciate you, Damien, and thank you for always being there or so forth. Yes, so go get you some rest, and whatever your day was tomorrow, remember it's 7 days. You know that tomorrow is another day and it's a fresh start. You get up fresh and everything is another fresh day again to just keep going. All right. So walk good, Damien, and thank you for your support as always. And be safe, and whatever you decide to do, Damien, I totally understand, because it's not easy being on YouTube. It's not easy being on here. So I totally understand. So whatever it is, Damien, just take care, and we will sure miss you. But we appreciate you the same way. Just don't give up. All right. Whatever you're doing, you know. But if you need a break to rejuvenate and think, cause sometimes you can't process, everybody can process in noise. Everybody can process like everybody else. One size does not fit also. So take care, Damien. Have a good night rest, and hope tomorrow you have a wonderful day, a better day, a more beautiful day, a more loving day, and all of that. You see, I moderate for 26 channels, and on most of the channels I have been on, disrespected, that's not for me. Well, one of the thing that you can do as a moderator, let's say you're on somebody live and you don't want to be in the comment section or so, you can always text the person on one of their videos, or so if you are a mod or so and you want to let them know you're there, and let them know that, hey, I'm in the background, I'm just not in the comment section, but you're there watching also, and because if anybody do anything, so that way you don't feel like you have to be pressured into anything, or you have to feel overwhelmed. Because for me, when I do mod for people, I do will be in the background. Once I know they're on and I get the notification, I'll be in the background watching. I just don't say anything, you know. Because even when Trina was on, which day Trina was on, and I was in the background, and then when I look, I saw my con just take care of stuff, and I say, okay, good, and I was just there watching, because that way, because sometimes people be rude and stuff like that, and it can be so overbearing. But if you're just in the background and you don't alert nobody that you're here, you're like the FBI for the channel, you know what I mean? Just like a FBI, treat us a good idea. So yes, man. So because sometimes you don't have to feel pressured to say every time, because you're a moderator, you must present in the chat. Let the chat just keep running and people be talking. You don't know when your moderator gonna be in your chat. And one good person who like to be there and you don't even know he's there, and the good old Khan, he will be right there, you don't even know he's there. But let somebody be stepping out of line and you think he's not right, he get rid of them, you know. He said that's why I've already told them that I am giving up on mod position. Well, maybe what you do, you just reduce the amount of moderation you want to take, because it can be overwhelming at times, and some of them you just stay in the background. That's all you have to do. Don't just come out there. Some of them you just stay in the background. If you're there watching and you see something and you think it's gonna deter somebody channel, or so, or work somebody up, because you by now, when you become a moderator for somebody channel, you know the kind of person they are, their personality. They sometimes they might stop to address this, and then that's where we come in. So, and it's best way to be moderator is just be in the background, not to always be in the comment section. So you do text somebody on one of their videos, or so I say, hey, I'm here. Gina said, whoa, you are moderating a lot of channel. Yeah, that's a lot of channel. That's like a franchise. That's like a corporate job you have up. That's a lot to deal with, you know. He said, Israelite. He said, black people are the chosen Israelite. Yes, man. Bless up yourself, Israelite. How you doing? Damien said, I got a lot of matters to attend to personally. So that's why I have to do what is necessary. I might be still be posting art on my page, so feeling free to. So Damien, remember I told you to leave me a comment on my channel. 'Cause every time I type in your name and looking for you, I see a bunch of Damien coming up like you're a footballer, you're a soccer player, and I'm like, oof. So leave me a comment under my channel and I will check your video out. You know, but that's good. You know, sometimes we all have, because even with me right now, I'm on YouTube and I got personal issues outside that I have to deal with. I talk about it recently, but I don't go in depth as to what really. But you know, I gotta take care of it pretty soon. You know, gotta take care of it. So whatever it is, Damien, you just let me do a screenshot. Hold on, my phone not screenshotting zero. Okay, but whatever it is, people, I totally understand. You know. You say I have learned how to block trolls from live. I do. It's so smooth. Yes, man. Sometimes you just get on because you know instead of you just toe to toe with them. Sometimes you might wanna just say something and then sometimes your mind just tell you oh. Or sometimes if you read it and you think it's just okay. If it's okay, then you can say yeah. You know what I mean? And you just leave it alone. Oh yeah. But moderators, I like the moderators who learn the channel and say, you know what, I rather just be in the background. I like those moderators because sometimes it can be overwhelming too. Cause we all go through stuff. Cause we have a personal life and we have a professional life, and it's not easy to balance sometimes. Cause sometimes both of them entangle. Sometimes both of them can be overwhelmed. You say all the best, Queen. We will see how it goes. Yes, Damien. So yes, man, just take the time to juvenate, think about what you want to do or so. And as you say, you're still gonna post. So that's a beautiful part. You're still gonna post, but if you want to take a break from being in the moderation, or if you're being a moderator, same way in the channels, all you gotta do sometimes just be in the background. That's all. You can always reach out to the person who you mod their channel to let them know, hey, I'm in your background, or hey, I was in your background, or so forth. You know what I mean? On the good part of it, if you're a member of the channel, then they can see when you're last active on their channel. You know what I mean? So that's the only difference is when you are a member of somebody's channel, then they can see the last time we are active on their channel, so they know that hey, I didn't see this person, but this person was here. You know what I mean? Whichever, however long they stay, people don't have to stay for no million zillion time, you know. And Damien said to everyone on here, take care and God bless you. And God bless you to Damien, or whatever it is. We just pray that God go with you, God strengthen you and change your mind in terms of whatever it is outside of YouTube that you're handling and you have to deal with if it's an urgent matter or is something that can get you overwhelmed, stressed out, or so. We pray that everything will be left in God's hands because we're individual by the end of the day, and we do all have a purpose on this planet, and we do have issues that we all go through separately in our lives. So just God go with you. All right. You say gone but not forgotten. I guess I don't like that. Then me what you plan for to get rid of yourself. I don't like that one. Rephrase that. You better delete. I don't like that one. Cause when we use those words, you know what we mean. I don't like that one, Damien. I'm sorry. Yeah, you just send me that different ways, Damien. You treat us say amen. Yes, Damien. You're here, man. You're here. Sometimes it's just taking a break. You know, I mean, peace of mind is much more important, but gone and not forgotten, we don't like that one. We don't like that one, David. Because normally it's when somebody die or they say they gone too soon or got forgotten, you know what I mean? Mm-mm. So we just say taking a break, you know. But whatever it is what I said, Damien, you too. Yes, man. But just remember, people, whatever it is, just remember, God love us first. And we are his, when they say we are the sheep of his pastor, enter into his gate with thanksgiving and into his gate with praise, and know he that he is the Lord and it is he that had made us and not we ourselves. So yeah, but such is life. So have a good night, Damien, and get some rest. And know you say you have something to do tomorrow. So whatever it is, God got you. And anybody that is out here and sometimes you can feel overwhelmed, whether you're a moderator of a channel or anything, just stay in the background sometimes. You know what I mean? Because it's better for your peace of mind. And if you see something and you need to, eject it peacefully without even saying anything. You know what I mean? Because once you eject something, most times you the person who channel you're on, they will see that hey, my mad is here. You know what I mean? So whatever it is, just to take care of our well being, because it's not easy, you know. Because with YouTube, one thing I noticed with YouTube, when you're not being consistent on YouTube, your watch hours drop, everything drop. So it require you to be consistent. It require you to just keep putting out. Yes, sometimes you're going with so much and people will say, but you don't have no evergreen this or you don't have no this, but just put out what you can put out, because at least you're still up there in what you need to be up into. You know what I mean? So that you don't feel overwhelmed or so. Because it's not easy when you're not consistent. And you know a lot of people work a 9 to 5. So a balance of YouTube also it's not easy at times. But what one other thing I would recommend for anybody who know that YouTube can be overwhelmed for you, and to help get your watch time as well, is to do videos. Maybe a 8-minute video, you know what I mean, just about something. If you don't want to go live or anything because you're busy, also set up a when you get a break or a day off, then you probably use your day off then from your 9 to 5 to say, all right, then I'm gonna schedule 2 3 videos, for maybe one for today, skip tomorrow, one for the other day, then skip that day, and one for the other day. So that way you have videos coming behind each other at times, so that it can be easy for you and for everybody who already get monetized. And so we still have to work for the hours same way, because when the hours drop is not beautiful either, because they tell you that you have to work to ensure that your hours are not falling either. Everything have to be the same, just as how you had maintain it to get to where you need to get to. So everything requires something. And once you get monetized, if you know to each its own, but if you have to drop on some do some shorts, do something, you know what I mean, to still keep you in the algorithm, because with the shorts it's quicker to make a short. And I would tell you, before you hit public, make sure you private it first. That means if anything and you use, let's say you use a song and the song wasn't yours or anything, and you use the song, they can get time to check it and make sure it's not no copywritten thing, or you had no copy strike or anything. Because when it's private, then you have a chance to change it before it become public. So make sure you set everything private first. If favor for maybe 30 minutes or 30 seconds, you set it for private, so the YouTube can get time to go through it and double check it quickly, because they had the team quick and fast. You know what I mean? And then you jump on some shorts if you know that things can be over. When you just find some good shorts that you can jump on. Sometimes you're probably going to the beach, nature. Well, it's time coming, getting cold for some of us, like myself. But whatever you can get something on. If you ever want 3 posts and you put on good song. If you ever want bless up song, one godly song or something, and a song relevant or so forth, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised that that video can get you a few little views. It might not get you a whole much, but at least people see that you're still staying relevant, you're still staying consistent and doing your thing. So that is what I say, if anybody out there, and for anybody working for watch time, yes, long form videos is a great way to help, and video lives are a great way to help, but it depends on the kind of content we are generating. So sometimes with your short, or like even with people who talk about God all the time or so, they do a little short, maybe they dance into one of the gospel songs. move into a gospel song, putting up their hand thanking Jesus or something. Maybe write a word comment there and talk about something that just you probably get a U-turn today in your life. You may be probably doing better than yesterday. And you can write, I'm doing better than yesterday. And you probably have one gospel song in the background singing. A lot of people resonate a lot with gospel music. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people going through stuff and they just click on a short and say, oh, let me see what's going on right here. And they hear the music. Sometimes it's not what you were doing they're listening to. It's just literally the music. It's not what we were doing in the picture they're listening to, you know, is the music that follow along with what you were doing. And then, you know what I mean? And even if you cook one look of food and and you are one of those people who are in the gospel and you do the gospel music, you put it out there. I see this lady on YouTube. She when she do her shorts, she put gospel music in the background or so, and she get a lot of traffic with her gospel things. You say amen, that's all right. Yes man, yes man, because I know it's not easy every day to come on camera, because people have a life and it's not easy. It's not easy. And as a single mom, I can tell you it's not easy. But if you believe that this can take you somewhere later on, you have to work towards it, you know. And then a lot of people who do live and they talk preaching the gospel or so, sometimes they don't get a lot of traffic because people are so overwhelmed with a lot of stuff. And then some people probably say, here you come talking to me about God, you know what I mean? And then not everybody in everybody mind is all over the place till it's not all over. But you come up with a short and you dare, even people, I know a lot of people, they have gardening, they have this or so, and you come out and you talking, you're not talking, but you're out there, create a video and put a gospel song in there. Yes man, you get some views, you get some watch time as well, to help you up and so forth, especially if you don't hit the 3,000 watch hour market. Yes man, you jump on couple shorts and get some good nice gospel songs out there, or some soul songs. Some people are married and have their husband there, so get you some lovey-dovey song. You're your husband there dancing to it, relaxing, or sit down and show how to relax, probably eating a chocolate, something, and relax. For those who put their family out there in the YouTube world already, showing to relax and be unbothered, by everything around you. You're not bothered, you know you're probably eating something and relax. Yeah. And then for everybody else who wanna jump on different things, right now, I see YouTube send me an email where they start with some new trend now, where one of the trend is, well, one of the thing I like with YouTube, like how we on the live now, whatever I say, and if they think this part is the key important part of my life, they will try their best to take that part out and make it into a short. So that way, every day your lives are generating shorts. If you want to make it public, you can do free to do so, to make it public, and that way now it's nice. So it's just a one stop right there. Is like one stone knock down birds right now, you know what I mean? Because then you, right after your live, if it's something relevant or so on, they think it was important, you to clock that, and then here you go now. You have it into a short, but you have to set it for private or public. When if you set it for that, meaning you don't want it for today, could set it for tomorrow or so, and then you can, instead of having the name live highlights, you can change it to something. Go back and watch the short to see what YouTube capture. Go back and watch it short, and then you can just give it a name yourself. And then if you need to add a few more hashtags or whatever, you can go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? But I see YouTube be rolling out a lot of stuff. Another one I see they come with was what was it? Where no, when you're doing live, yes, it's a highlight. Yes, highlights. Yes, yes, Trina. And then another one I see YouTube come with. I saw it today, but I was so busy doing some things. I said I was gonna do a short on it. they send me to me in an email where they you can go live, but they have this thing called playables. Have you see a lot of people go live and do playables? Yes, YouTube roll that features out too. But I was on the playable today. I was because I was reading the email when they're selling me, but they have YouTube playables. It could be anything, whether you want to race. If you do a racing game or something, then you can share it with your fans and they can be a part of you doing whatever. So they have playables. So go read up on playables and see. Sometimes people do live or whatever. They have different things on there that you can create, whether it is puzzle or driving, whatever it is. But then call those kind of games they be playing on all those things. So I have a fully read up on all of it, but I was glancing through this morning and see they having some things on. So sometimes you see some people go live and then you can see actually what they're doing because they share it. And then with the short features too, YouTube really roll out a lot of stuff for the short features too. You know, from the makeup to the Halloween and after the anybody a part of the Vlogtober where says a Halloween season and people wanna join in and get little spooky festivity. If you're into that, if you're not into that, then you can do something else. Creation is always there, creativity is always there. As long as you have a mind to think, then anything can be coming there, what I mean. So it's a lot of things YouTube be rolling out. And I know the playables is one, and they talk about the highlights from the live. And another one YouTube rollout too. I every time I try to share, like when you create a video, or is it a video or a short or so, you can do a collab now. And if you do a collab with at least 5 people, they push your video out more. But you have to share the link to the person. But every time I try to share the link, like you select who you want to collab with, and every time I try to share the link, I'm like, I don't see the link going nowhere. They told me to copy it because I'll be trying to say, let me try the collabs and see. You know what I mean? So you just select 5 people, and then when you're ready, you can also go back and you can remove them or anything, you know, from the collab. So you can go collab with them, and if you want, you can also remove them from the collab. So you can collab with at least 5 people. So they're rolling out some stuff here. I know another YouTuber spoke on that before about the YouTube collaboration. You can collab with at least five other YouTube creators, and then what YouTube does, they push that video out more. So you will have more traffic because the traffic from those people and the traffic from your people all combined together. You know what I mean? You know, and then a couple of other things. But they sent me some playable today. I was playing. Oh, I was clicking on them. I don't know if you guys get the email too, but I got the email from you too. Yeah, but I remember the playables too, because I see a lot of people be doing it. I'm like, how they do that? But then it's just today I was reading it up. What time is it? Oh yeah, yeah. Because I don't want to feel like I'm talking about today and it's the next day. You know what I mean? You gonna say today and it's the next day, so I want to make sure. Yeah, but YouTube be rolling out a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And then the other dub I need. I was in my YouTube studio the other day on my computer. You have to do it on your computer. So when you watch, like, I create a video right now, and then when I go back to watch the video also, you have auto dub on. So I need to go into my YouTube studio and turn it off because it's a mess up my videos also. Because the other day I create a nice little song, and the auto dub just messed the whole song up. So I need to go turn that auto dub off. But when you click on auto dub down at the bottom, you will say learn more. So you can click on it, and it's very straightforward what they tell you to do. But I have to go into the YouTube studio on the computer, not on the phone, on the computer, and then you follow what they tell you to do. So I would have to go back and read. Yes, you can turn the auto dub. With the auto dub, what it does, you have an AI background. You hear somebody talking, so it no longer your voice, it's somebody else's voice. Sometimes, because You guys know I do speak English and I do speak Creole and so forth. So the Autodub don't get everything in English for me. So whatever it hears, that's what it's gonna just put out there. And but you have the opportunity to go into it and change it. So anytime I go in there, you can go in and correct the writing based on what the Autodub produced. You can go in and edit it. Yes, you can, but I don't want the Autodub. I just want my natural voice. I don't know how you get on my things here. You know what I mean? You don't want the Autodub for everything. So, but you can go back and put Autodub back on your stuff, or you can take it off. So that's good. You can turn it off, or you can turn it on. So, but they say turn you up, turn you up. So, I'll be trying to log on to those. Trina says, so I read about that too. I know they have that for your viewers in other countries. Yeah, the Autodub. Yes, so I got to take that because with that, sometimes it mess your voice up, especially my voice. It do mess it up because I do speak Creole and I do speak English. So sometimes when I say some stuff, like I say Father God, which is you say Father God that bless us, So he trying to speak English so he can reach a wider audience, but then he mess the whole song up. You know what I mean? So if you go back and you look at that video there where I say Father God bless me. Hey, I messed the whole of that thing up, you know. Even I create this song, this short called Come and Fall last year. I say, and when I try to jump back on that, because I'm trying to create videos using it, because it was a freestyle I created. And man, now the Autodub just take over my voice, and I don't like that because then if it's my thing I'm using and the Autodub come and take it over, it make me wonder who get the percentage. If it's your voice and the Autodub be using changing up things, who get anything from that? Them? I don't know. I don't. I'm just saying. I was thinking about turning it off, but I may lose my viewers in other countries. I don't think so. Depends. Because it's changing up my voice. If it's not changing up your voice when you put your videos out there or your shorts out there, that's fine. You don't have to turn it off. But for me, I have to turn it off because everything I literally put in short or videos, it is messing me up. So I have to go turn mine off. But I will dug deeper into it, and once I dug deeper down into it, then I will most definitely let you know what's up, Trina, because it's yeah, it's messing my voice up. So you know, and my English and my Creole is already at war already. So I don't need to have Autodub to make me look like I'm in a third world war. My Creole and my English is at war. I don't need no third world. You know what I mean? So, but YouTube be rolling out some pretty decent features to help. Even people who don't understand how to do a lot of stuff like myself and the thing here, those features, yeah, I sure capitalize on them. You know what I mean? Because at least they make that easier for me to capitalize on it than make me puzzle in my brain all the time. Or you say, no, it's not changing out my voice, but I did see your video had an auto dub voice today. Yes, man, it do. So that's it messing up things. Because the other day I did a freestyle song. And I was just singing it, and he say, Father God, bless me. Bless me from the head to my toe. Father God, bless me from the head to my toe. And man, Arthur Dub take that's Arthur Dub take that song and trust me. Arthur Dub, you should listen to it. I remember that day I was on there trying to listen because I wasn't in the premiere. Man, I just turned that thing off. I'm sorry, people. It's my video, but I did turn it off. I just go on it after I hear the auto dub. I just like, you know what? This is time for me to just turn this thing off. You see, I thought at first you change it yourself. No, because folks they used to tell me too, how you change your voice, and I was saying, no, I don't change nothing. You know what I mean? At first it was okay, but then when you realize it starts spoil up everything, it's not okay. But you can do edit it because I did underneath the Autodub, they have a thing about learn more. I did click on learn more, and it was telling you that you can edit also, but you have to do it on your computer. You cannot do it from your phone studio. You have to do it from the computer. And I had my computer on the other day, and I end up turn it off. So yeah. But I like a lot of the features that YouTube be rolling out because it just make things a little easier for me as a single mom. Because some even right now, sometimes you will see some video, and even though you might say, "But this girl have on the same outfit," but you see, I create a few video when I have few spare time with the shorts, and then I just go private them and then schedule them. Yeah, and then we have a draft box too. So I do have some shorts that is still in my draft box that let's say, even though they might be not a 5-star thing, but I can just go there and put some music to it or so forth, and then people can just listen to the tune, to the music, to the message of the music, you know. Also, so I do have the draft, so I like that as well. You know, sometimes you capture some stuff and you just save it into your draft. I like that. That was one of the best things because I remember I used to say when I'm doing videos. Because I remember one day I was doing YouTube short and I was dropping the shorts like crazy. For the month I probably was dropping like 300 shorts. I was just dropping the shorts like crazy. For one day I'll be dropping like 6, 7, 8 shorts. Yes, man, and the views used to be good. When I mean good, they not say big, big, but you know, the people used to watch them until my phone messed up. That's what messed me up, you know. When my phone messed me up, and my phone was full, and I could barely do any more short. Oh man, I had to be deleting, create. Oh, that was a hassle. That was a hassle, but thank God I got another phone now. So thank God for that. I just hope the memory don't overfull. You know, but the other phone, man, I couldn't get nothing done right now. I have one on my phone. I don't know what my son did to it. Can't do anything much. Yes, man. And then when I was doing no short, my views went down. Like the short's not doing so wonderful right now because it depends on the ones that you're putting out there. But the ones that people really gravitate to, you know, it pick up a little bit more. But they're not really doing good as how they used to. You know, because most of my shorts used to get at least like the highest like in the 400 range, but they're not doing so wonderful now. But at least they're out there, you know what I mean? Because short do really help bring up your content, especially if you can be good at it. You know what I mean? If you can be good at short, you know, not just surface level like me, but being good, being creative with the short, or so our dance and everything, yeah, man, you can get some real traffic. You see, I know the algorithm has gone down. Yes, man. But the more shots you put out, you will still be in the algorithm, you know. It's just a matter of time. That's because it take sometimes it do take time, and then sometimes I think with a lot of stuff, even with live, because the other day I'm doing my live, and then you see a little growth, and then after that you just see a decline in everything. But you just have to keep going because it's a part of life, you know. It's like a profit and loss way me look at life. When I look at my YouTube channel, I look at it like a profit and loss, where sometimes you just lose, and then another time you just gain. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's all about just finding that one short, or that one video, or that one live that can help bring elevate back the channel. You know, you see, I know it's like a job. Yes, man. And you can either take a hard hit like the what they call that market there, the investor market. What they call that market there? Ooh, I forgot. what they call it, the dollar plunger or whatever they call that thing there. You know what I mean? Sometimes you do take a hit on your channel with the with everything just drop, and I would don't give up. When everything drop, you just get up, especially if you get monetized and you see things just drop. You know, just get back in the rhythm. You know what I mean? If you don't do in shorts, then you can just get up in the rhythm of doing what they call it, videos. And if you're good, the stock market, yes, Trina, the stock market. You know what I mean? So everything take a plunge. You know, you take a plunge, but don't give up, people. And if you don't do shorts, you do your videos, and just find out one thing that you can talk about that you know you're good at, and talk on it. You know, passion wins every time too. Because we can all talk about the same thing, but it's the one that have the passion. You know what I mean? Because you ever see somebody, you ever see we read sometimes when we're reading and we're not convincing enough, we're not persuasive enough. Also, because we learn these in school too, that when you're selling something, you have to be more convincing for people to buy into what you're selling. You know what I mean? You have to be able to own what you're selling. You know, you have to learn to be you in what you're selling, so people can say yes, that's her or that's him. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we're selling something, but we people can tell where we're not being our true self. You know, we just slaying here, slaying there, just trying to get by, but something could be lingering there. You know what I mean? So people like, I'll wait. I'll wait. You know what I mean? So nothing wrong with that. You just keep going. But sometimes you do take a plunge in the YouTube thing. You do take a plunge up in there. It's like a dollar market. And you're like, wow. And then another time you want to keep being consistent, you will. YouTube is like a gambling, you know. Sorry if I say that is, and not everybody want to hear those words, but YouTube is like gambling, you know. You spend a bunch of money, and then sometimes you don't get anything. You don't win nothing. And then another time you just find one good, whether live, one good video or one good shot, whatever you put out. I like to call all three, you know what I mean? And then you just see, woo wee. You know what I mean? It's like I'm sailing. You ever hear somebody say, woo wee? You start to sail, you know what I mean? You say it happens to me all the time. Yes, man. So you just have to incorporate three of those stock market and the dollar market or whatever it is up in your life. I say, you know what? This is what they talk about, profit and loss, but we're not going to give up because we lost. You know what I mean? You lose today doesn't mean you have to lose tomorrow. You just keep going, you know, and keep saying, what can I do? And a good part of YouTube that I like, even if we don't take what YouTube give us, they do give us an idea of what content that we had already put out. When they do our what they call it? What they call it? Our review. Is it every month review, something like that? It's not consistent, but you get up and try again. Yes, man. Yes, man. And create it, you know, and just don't give up. But what's that thing? Oh Lord. You know when you're getting old, you're confused. A roll confusion. YouTube YouTube have this thing where, is it monthly or weekly, or so they tell you how you're progressing and the content that people were watching, that they were engaged in. And sometimes, especially if you go on your laptop too, they do give you a little bit more insight and some ideas that you can, you know, do other content like this, you know what I mean? Or so forth, because they see what people, the analysis and another one. Ooh. You know the one where they sent you, where every month you can look and see how many likes you get, how many people commented, how many people share, how many videos you did, how many live you did, how many shorts you did. And then sometimes they ask you a question to say, let's see how well, like you're gonna guess and say, how many people watch you on TV, or how many people watch you on the phone or the tablet or so. And if you answer the question correctly or so, and then they will say keep posting. What do I call that? Weekly roundup? No, that's a channel. Oh, what do they call it? It's like they give you a review of your channel to make you know what was going on and how many videos you have post, how many short you have post, and how many live you have post, and so forth. It did give you a review. You say, yes, I just forgot what it is called. Yes, I forgot to. I forgot to. I do forget, but so it really do help. It's just that sometimes, you're busy so much, sometimes you don't get to go back and look at these things. But I think when I get more contented, I will start go back and look at these things, and make some adjustment or so forth. But for right now, it just, because as I say, I have a lot going on, but I just still trying to come up and do what I gotta do. Because I know one day I want it to be a livelihood, not just for me, but for so many other people that are out here going through stuff. You know what I mean? I want it to be a livelihood for not just me and my family, but for everyone that I can bless with something. So I'm not gonna give up. That dream is still out there, and I'm not gonna give up. I can't give up. And I wouldn't recommend anyone to give up either. Nothing. So if you're on YouTube and you're a content creator, it doesn't matter if you're a gospel creator, you're a reggae creator, whatever creator you are, or anything, and you realize that your views are down, whatever is down, just pick yourself back up, get up, hop on some of these things in the YouTube short. They have a lot of features in that. They have a star thing where you click on it and you see a bunch of things that you could put yourself into it, or sometimes you don't have to put yourself in it. You can create you can generate the things from the AI aspect, and then you could put music with it and you're good to go. Or with the shorts, you have a standstill photo in your phone. I know a lot of people have photos of themselves because we all like to take photos. Me, I only take half of photos. But I know a lot of females out here, or a lot of males, that love to take pictures and it just in their phone sitting down. But if you're a content creator, you no longer have to have those pictures sitting down in your phone. Not anymore. YouTube make it easier for you now to transfer your photo, your still photos, into videos. And they will give you three options based on the photo you uploaded. You can't upload nobody else in photos without their permission, not even your own kids' photos. So that one won't work if you have your children in there. It will not work. Okay, you need the kids' permission to do that, so that one won't work. But if you have a standstill photo of you that you take and you were so fly, you were so elegant, you were so poised, well neatly shaved, and everything nice on you or whatever. Gone were the days you're just looking at it in your phone. Now you can take that standstill photo, and AI will help create it into a video for you, and it will give you three options when with that video. You say, yes, I've used the AI feature before to turn mine into a video. Yes, man. And ain't it beautiful? Ain't it beautiful? So, I'm just saying, for content creators out here, that we all are hustling out here, but YouTube is really making things a bit easier for majority of us who are not even technophile. And I think maybe that's the purpose. That's one of the main reasons behind what they're creating. Because they know people who are technologically inclined, they don't have to do none of that. Because they're good. They're good. They content take off. They everything good for them. But everybody need a little help every now and then. So capitalize on that. And sometimes they give you three things. Do you want to wave at the crowd? Or they say, do you want to have some dog? I have a video coming out right now where I take a standstill photo of me. At least two of them. You can add two of them in your video. Yeah, you can take two standstill photos. Yeah. And I created and I access, because one of the thing, what was I doing in the video? I think I had my hand up like something like this was, and I was doing something, and then AI is so clever. AI said, you get three options. One of the option was, do you want dogs on you, jumping up on you or so? Or do you want, you had three options and you select the best one that you think that will resonate with people or whatever. So I select that one, and then I had one where this animal was jumping on me. I forgot the name of the animal, and I'm like, in my wildest dream, it wasn't a dog. I forgot the name of the animal was jumping on me. So that video when it come out, I don't know what I call that video, but it's a short. It's not a video. It's a short. So if you see, go check it out. Let's see how AI have me with that thing jumping on me. In a real life, he jump on me, and I probably end up in the hospital with heart attack. You know what I mean? So just to see the things that you can really do with your photos now is amazing. You know, it's really amazing. So, and as I said that I know a lot of people, you know, they're in the spiritual arena, and they're not all into everything that I will jump on or anything. But you can also still turn your photos into anything and put your little gospel music behind it, or your little motivational music, or anything behind it, and you're good to go. You know what I mean? Everything is out there for everybody. So that, because one of the things I look at while we're on YouTube as content creators is like, I've been in the school system, right? And Trina, you would know this too. All kids don't learn the same way. So I picture like this: all adults that are gonna watch us, or anybody that is gonna watch us, they all don't have the same way of listening to us. You know, everybody don't have the same time at hand. Some people listening span is very short. You know what I mean? Because while I'm on here, probably somebody say in the background, they're like, all the VIPs, them, yeah, you bless up on yourself, VIPs. Also, you know, when to everybody bless up on yourself, subscriber, moderators, they say, likers, share as well, with everybody. And somebody probably say, girl, bye. I gone to my bed. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that it have anything to do with me. But they're not into the talking, because probably they had a long day where they had lecturers where somebody was lecturing them and doing everything already. And they say, you know what? I don't want that. I worse if they're a lecturer already and they just come on YouTube to relax. They coming on YouTube for me to lecture them. They want to be lecturing, they will get paid to lecture. You know what I mean? So I look at, like Trina said, true. Yes, man. So when I'm creating videos, shorts, live, I try, man, you know, I don't have nothing really for captivate, say, a million audience yet. You know what I mean? And I like to use the word yet, because the future is bright. But for right now, I have to still learn to cater for everything out there. I'm using up all the features that you in YouTube have out here. You know, some features I haven't started use them yet. You know, but I'm using up everything that they give me on that platform, because why is it there if I couldn't use it? It's there for me to use it, not decoration. You know what I mean? I still have some things in there as decoration I need to get back. But once everything behind the scene all right and so, and I can be okay, then I should be able to, yeah. But I'm using up all those features. I'm sorry, I'm using up all of them. You know, whether they're good, whether they're bad, I'm using all of the features they give me. I can create it into peaceful things, anything I want, motivation, spiritual, dancing, cooking, whatever. I can use those features to incorporate whatever I'm doing. Even people fixing house, whatever, you can incorporate all those features into whatever you're doing, and that's the beauty of it. So when I'm creating content, I just think that I know I'm a chatterbox. Not everybody gonna sit down and listen to a chatterbox every day. So I have to, in order for me to capture my little audience with the way I know how to create my stuff, I have to tell myself that I have to create shorts. I don't really create videos much, but I have to create at least my shorts, because people will go there. And even if they don't watch for the whole 15 minutes or the whole 30 minutes or the whole 60 second or the whole 3 minutes, at least somebody might go there and say, let me just see what this girl is doing. And then they might lend me a quicker support there than sitting for the whole duration of me. You know what I mean? So I know it's not easy. So I try my best to not be selfish with just being selfish, but to create things. Because I know whether shorts, videos, or live, you can create it to make it meaningful to any audience that you have, or to the audience that you want to have. You know what I mean? And yeah, so that's what I try to look at. 'Cause people in span is very short. Mine is short sometime too. You know what I mean? So I know. I know, you know what I mean? So it's not easy. So I want to create that. It's just like in the schools, it's just like in the school system where you learn about the when you're creating a lesson plan, they tell you, especially if you deal with young children, they tell you have to create lesson plan based, you have to create something, an activity and cognitive, you have to create an activity and psychomotor, you have to create an activity and socio emotional and things for children to develop, you know, because the social now I go teach them how to engage with with others. So with the activities that sometimes you create is for them to participate. They say, I'm going to bed now. It's bedtime. Nice. I will see you later. Thank you, Trina. Thank you so very much. And big shout out to you, Trina. And thank you for being a top fan for tonight live. And you walk good, Trina. You have a blessed night. And for anybody who have to leave, I totally understand that you have to leave. So I appreciate you all so very much. And you walk good. Have a blessed night. All right. So for everybody that have to leave, this is for you. Peace out. All right. Walk good. Have a blessed night. And they say, to God be the glory. Great things He has done. All right. So big shout out to Trina there and everybody that have to leave. I say thank you all so very much. You know. So I was saying that, you know, so when I'm creating my thing here, because I know I don't have no big ever evergreen, you know, is Israelites say good night. Bless up yourself, Israelite. And if you have to leave, Israelites say, well, good, have a blessed night and thank you for stopping by and all the yada yada yada. So bless up yourself, Israelite. Appreciate Ezekiel. Yeah, I think I get that right. Ezekiel. Bless up yourself. Yes, man. So when I'm creating my content now, I just picture those elements in my head. You know what I mean? To say you have to create something for people with the cognitive level who can think. Bless up yourself, Israelite. Bless up yourself. The black people are the chosen Israelite of God. Bless up yourself and for the top three fans up in the building. Bless up yourself. And so I just like to think when I'm creating something, and just for the social, emotional interaction, you can do that with the shorts or anything at all you're doing. You know what I mean? Because even a lot of people who talk about spiritual aspect, you can still create shorts that are spiritual, um, powerful, strong, also. And then a lot of people who do motivation too, you can create shorts because even with Denzel Washington, they have a lot of trending short that Denzel Washington create that you hear him in the background talking, and it is so powerful that you can use his things to, you know, as in the background, and you put your word up there what you want to say about what, based on what it was. You know, you scroll and you look, you know, and trend and whatever related to you or so forth. You know, we not expect everybody to be the same. You know, because we all not the same. So I like to create stuff so others can. Because sometimes I think I look at life like this. People have a long day sometime and they don't want to come home and see another long day. So let's say somebody come on here and they say, I know that girl are gonna be chatting all night. So you know what? I go watch her short. At least they have that to watch. You know what I mean? They can go right there if they don't want to have to sit down, or they say, I don't like going people live and I have to leave. So at least they know the short is there or the video is there, and they can go. The option, let's say the option is there. You know what I mean? I created that and the option is there. So they have the platform that when they come, yes, everything not gonna be fancy because it's resilient queen, she crazy, so everything ain't gonna be fancy, but you know that you're gonna get something. Whether to laugh or say, what is this? Like somebody takes me in one of my videos and say, what the TF is this? You know what I mean? So something is there for somebody to either say, what is this? Or, oh, this is good. Oh, I like this. You know what I mean? Something is there for somebody. He said you're doing a very good job on YouTube. Thank you, Black people are the chosen Israelite of God. Thank you so much. Thank you. But you know, so that's how I create content, and then I create when I'm doing my grandmama dance or whatever, because I can't dance. So that's why I say grandmother dance. Grandma is back and all it, because they know I can't dance. I can't dance to save my life, but I like to dance. If that makes it, I like to keep it moving. You know what I mean? I haven't really danced in a good look while, but I like to keep it moving. So I would say grandma is back. You ever see when your grandma get old and she can barely walk or move? So that's why you say choose something to entertain people. Yes, man. You know, because if we're gonna make it on YouTube, we have to learn to say, "Oh, I don't." You can't just say you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. You don't have to do the things that are gonna be derogatory to you and your audience, but you can go on trend that are uplifting, encouraging, supporting, positive, energetic, full of vibes, and all these things, and then you can still get your audience same way energized and everything because they don't want to hear you talk every day. Sometimes they just want to see the silly side of you. Maybe you jump on a thing that is say, even a dance say, Jesus, you're my God, and all these things that you're a spiritual person, you're not interested in anything else. And just the way you're moving your body and you give God and in praise and you give him thanks and everything, you resonate with people because you have your audience. You know, even if it's two people, your audience, you got your audience already. They will come in and say, yes. So somebody, a lot of people like to comment, amen. Yeah, but they see you having fun at the same time. You're not just jumping on something, but they see a different side of you. And I think that's one of the things that people like about a lot of people too. Sometimes you hear a lot of people be arguing on the internet or something. And it's not that they like the argument, but they get to see a different side of somebody. So they start to say, you know what, this person is a nice person, regardless of what this is, that, or so. And that's why you see sometimes people still stick with people who you see that they would, so some people would label as, oh no, they toxic, they this, they that, but they're not looking at the comfort that they bring other people that are so stuck up in a lot of stuff that is going on around them. They get caught up in the middle of that and they just looking at escape route. It's not to say they like everything that they see around them, but it's a way to escape from everything else. The whole day from the drama of them, being harassed, being this, being that. So when they see somebody else out, they're just being bold, brave, even if they're crazy in their head or something as people would call them, because they're not speaking like us, or you don't think they humble like you or anything. But God didn't make all of us the same way. Then this world would have be chaotic as our mouth. Israelites, I saw you dance and you do well. You have a fun attitude and people like that. Oh, I'm crazy when I'm dancing. I fall all over the place, running left the music. So and a lot of people will tell you, even a lot of reactors that react on people too. It's not say they want to support none of those things. But it's just that they probably come from work and the work was stressful. Everybody's stressful. They having a bad day, relationship up and down, everything, something fluctuate. And they say, you know what, let me go check this person out because I know I'm going to get some laugh. You ever just need that little laugh? A lot of people can't understand when you say you say, true, we all are different. Yes, man. And with the difference come the similarities. We have our differences, a huge amount of differences, but we also have a vast amount of similarities. And then they combine together, and that's how people learn to know people. People don't just get to know somebody just because as Lamar, whatever, you just say, oh, they're not like us, they're not like us. I like that song because he said they're not like us, because a lot of people want you to be like them because, oh, they poised, they this, they that, you know what I mean? But I like to look at the good things out of what I see. I don't just want to just look at the bad things and just have the bad things running with. No. I like to look at the things that I can see from that, because everything is out here. There's good in everything. It's not just evil in everything. There's good in everything, and that's why they say there's good and evil. So there's something good out here, right? As the songwriter, they said there is something good is going to happen. Something good is in store. We just have to remember that there is something good is in store. And sometimes even the people that we look down on and we feel like we want to degrade them because they're not like us, they don't speak spoken like us, or they don't look intelligent, they don't look smart. Sometimes if you just stop, look at the person and the way they look and the way they can make themselves. So no matter how much you're gonna look, I say, ew, ugh, and all these things, it's not gonna cut nothing. You know, you say you look at thing in a more balanced way. Yes, man. This life is about balance. You can't just be unbalanced on a scale and tell me that you balance. I've seen so many other scale talking about their balance, but they're not balanced. How you balance and you're still sick. You know what I mean? It's like somebody would see and say, oh, you're eating up this eating. How you balance but you're still sick. If you still gotta go to the doctor, you're not balanced. You're tipping over just like the man who is already tipping over. So, but I like to look at life. I look at a lot of stuff deep, because I know that we're human being, and sometimes a lot of us look at people just for surface level, just so what they are irritating about, just the arrogance that they have within that moment. I like to use the word moment, because I've seen 7 days a week, and I've seen people go from cussing people out to being so mature, to being so grown. I wouldn't even believe that was them 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. All grown up, all mature, minding their own business, running their own business, staying their own. You know what I mean? So we gotta just. I think we should just grow with grace and not grow with the things that are already out here, because they're already out here. The negative things is already out there. We just have to learn to give ourselves grace within this world that is so full of all kind of stuff that can manipulate you and destroy us. You know what I mean? So I think within that, in that thing, we have to know who we are individually. You know, because a lot of people too, when I see they talking too, they just talk on just the negative, no balance, no little inspiration to say this. They just talk on one thing, just one-sided. I can't stand the one side. No, show me the flexibility. One-sided things is not flexibility. It's just you taking a stand and then you're just running with that. You know, even a car have a negative and a positive. Even in battery, everything we have a both positive and negative, and sometimes they do collide, but it's life. You know, they say too much of one thing is that, they say, I believe that finding the good in life and people helps you to do well. Yes, man. You know, and that's why you see, when things get out of hand and it not affecting you because you're not in the equation. How could I put this? Oh, I saw a quote. I saw a quote today, and the quote said, "Stop worry about other people who don't have nothing, something like who don't have nothing good to do or have nothing to do." And I'm saying, I'm upset at the quote, because I'm saying we were all on this planet to each one teach one, each one help one, whether they like it or not. Because they say you can carry somebody to where they well, but you can't force them to drink the water. That means you can give them some guidance, you can give them some tips. They don't have to take it. You know what I mean? You can try to shed light on them and tell them to change this, do that, tweak this, tweak. That doesn't mean they have to take it. So that they mean that you can take them to the well, but you cannot force them to literally drink the water. And when I saw that tweet, and I'm saying that in this world, if everybody was supposed to mind their business, this world would have crashed already. Because The way we are created to be connected. We're not created to be separated. We were created, and that's just my take and my opinion, right? Everybody views is different. We were created, in my opinion, that we were created to be connected. We weren't created to start single out this, and because this person don't got nothing, we supposed to say we're not looking at this person. That person can't talk to me. Your wealth don't have nothing to do with how you treat people. How we treat persons is gonna make us wealthy. It's gonna make us healthier. It's gonna make us live even when we're struggling. It's gonna put food on our table. It's gonna put so much blessing in our pocket that is more than word can imagine. It's not just we here degrading someone. You know what I mean? Just degrading. No. Because we think we can. You ever hear somebody say, "Oh, this person can't talk to me because I don't talk to this person if they this and they that." No, that's not the right attitude to have. Because the Lord give it and the Lord take it. And that's one thing you won't erase from nowhere. None of us will ever erase that. So I think when we're talking about other people, we have to learn to balance. What is the good thing you see in that person? Not what people say to you about that person. What do you see in that person? Box out what they're complaining about or what they're miserable about or the toxicness of what they're portraying. But what good do you see in this person? There's some good in somebody. I've seen people take up people off the street, cleanse them, and turn around married to them. And these people are on the street that many people probably walk past and say they're beneath me. I was watching this African movie, some local movie, they put it on YouTube. And I was watching this African movie where this man pretend like he was homeless and on the road and everything. And he had a plate in his hand. It was on YouTube, I forgot the name of it. And he had a plate in his hand. You say, "You're right. Bless up yourself, Israelite." And he had a plate in his hand and he just going around to every street vendors or whatever and asking them for food or anything. One lady take the machete up and she running down the poor man, running him away, chase him. Another lady looking at him and they just scornful and everything. Even though it's a movie that this man was portraying. But it happened in real life where people look down on people and don't know when you gonna get looked down on. And that's why I don't want to judge people. Not to say you can't judge them, but I don't want to. I want to let you know that, listen, whatever we're doing, we can fix things, we can change it because he told us we can fix things. He said as soon as we become aware, he's telling us we can fix things. He's not telling us that we don't have no option, but we have to stop early. He don't want us to wait till it get too far. Then we're trying to stop. It's not gonna happen. Just even for example, a car that have a brake, a car that everybody drive every day. When you start here your brake, if you don't try to get it fixed within a few days or a week or so, and his brakes start to get out of control, what is happening now? You lose control of your car. You try to stop, especially if you're on the freeway trying to go fast and everything, and then you realize that backed up traffic ahead of you. Now you can't come to a complete stop as how you're supposed to. What is gonna happen to that car? It's gonna get out of control now because you don't want to hit nobody. So you're trying at all costs not to hit nobody. So you're praying, hoping, you're probably there hoping and praying that traffic could be moving. So you will be good. Okay, you're just cruising. But if traffic is not moving and that brake is get out of control or because they need to be fixed, you will be in problem. So when we see things and we don't wait till things get out of hand before we address them, before we fix them, before we start inquire about the things that we need to do so they can be right. And we don't want to have to be judging everybody. God is the judge of all of us. Some people, as soon as they go up the rank or they get so, you don't need to be no judge. Be a helpful person to somebody. Worse, I don't like when people going through stuff with their children, with their families or anything, and then you just hear everybody bashing them. That's not good because I said this before on my channel. You see what somebody else is going through, but we don't know what we are gonna see. We don't know what we are gonna go through. Others are gonna see what we are going through, and that's why it's not good to judge anything. Look at this big old man. Look at this big man. Watch him in the media all the time, plays several movies, and we love him so much. But little did we know he would have just faded away in our eyes in a quick little second. Strong, powerful man. Till his wife had to put him into a nursing home. That doesn't mean he didn't have money. That doesn't mean he don't have nothing. He got something. But he also battling with something else. And that's how we have to. He said, I put my trust in God. Yes, man. That's all we have to do. But it's tough out here. It's tough out here. But you know, when you and that's why you see in this life, once you have one good person around you, if ever your partner, if it's a good partner you have, and they believe in you, you can make things work. If it's just your children you have and they believe in you and what you're going through and they understand, things can still work. If it's a friend you have around you and they believe in you and everything and they want to see you excel, everything will work out. Because as the songwriter does say, God will work it out. He will work it out. But when we have everybody just running with the narrative of the negativity and selling it and selling it and selling it, and then everybody who think their brain is so huge and their brain is so wide and their doctorate, their PhD, whatever is so big and large, and piece of paper, big and large, your words are so big and huge and taken out of context and all these things, throwing big words at people, none of that don't matter. Because if deep down your character is not even character, none of that don't matter. I don't care how you come out here looking. If your character is not character, it's not character. You can't show no empathy for no one. You can't show no love to no one. It don't matter. We fall down, we will get up. But when somebody fall down, it's not for us to keep having them down there. It's for us to help them up. Some people are not gonna want your help, and that's for sure. They're not gonna want your help. And sometimes why people don't want your help is because they remember who you are. You might not remember them, but they do remember you. Because remember the songwriter said, memory don't live like people do. He said the attitude has to be right. Yes, man. You come correct and you'll be just fine. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people think say is what we have gonna make people love us. Some people is what they have, people love them for. I don't love you for what you got. Anybody know me will tell you, male or female will tell you. I don't care about what you got. None of that strike my eye. None of that strike my eye. Once I find somebody that I can build with, and we have goals and we have ambition and we have mission, we can accomplish anything together. Anything. It's when you don't have no ambition and you don't want to accomplish nothing or anything, and you just want to drag somebody down, then you can't accomplish nothing. You have to go. But we can achieve. You know what I mean? Some people think that is what people have make they achieve. No. They work for it. They earn it. Everybody that work hard, whether you are an entrepreneur, you're a business owner for yourself, or you're working for somebody or whatever, you're creating something for you. And nobody can tell you you're not creating nothing for you. Even with YouTube, that it can become a payable thing for you. We just have to keep going. You might not be making anything right now, but what we're gonna do is to sit there and know it can be a dream later. We have to be patient. We have to be patient. You know, you might get monetized and you're only making $150, $100. Okay, you have to make $100, at least $100 to get there. start get money. But that doesn't mean you must give up because you're not making anything. You gotta keep going till you can find your true identity. Because sometimes our identity is not there yet into exactly what we need to do, so we can stamp our foot right here and say, okay, this is my true identity. And you have to keep going. Where you're gonna stop because you're trying to no. Wait, when you keep going, you will figure out your true identity. You will figure out exactly where you belong. But you pause, you stop, you take a break, you draw a break. You can't figure out nothing. Because all you do now is basking in what sadness was gonna bring to you. You know what I mean? So you have to figure it out. You say if people love you for what you have, if you lose what you have, then you will lose your friend. Oh yes, all the time it happen. You know, and they have a song in Jamaica say, if you wanna know your friend, you have to pretend like you. But we live in that era now where as soon as somebody start derail or their life start go south, everybody come and they just I don't even know what to say about the negativity, but it sells so much. It's like a promotion, man. Hey, free advertisement, man. I'm telling you. But what they're doing, you think say it's destroying the person who they're speaking of. It's not really destroying that person. The only person can destroy them is them. You know. But also, you say you can't be no fool either. You can't be no fool either. Even when you think that sometimes you just say nothing bother you or so, but sometimes it bother you, but it's not bothering you enough to do anything about it. It's just surface. Maybe something that you really know that is just surface. But we can't give up in our life, people. We cannot give up because when you give up, you know who win? The things that was meant to destroy you. And that's one thing we have to understand. When you give up in life, you can't give up. No matter what. I'm fighting to the very end, people. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make sure I try and fight and fight and fight. I got this friend and for years it was telling me like it was like 18 years he sat in another country for 18 years and he finally recently the Lord just give him a U-turn. Now he lift up and into another country. For 18 years he was stuck, he couldn't move. And when I say couldn't move, no money for really elevate to the next level or anything. But when I tell you that God will put people in your parameter, around your parameter, you'll be shocked to know who they are too. Sometimes it's your old boss, sometimes it's your boss, sometimes it's people that you grow to know, sometimes it's people who you come to work with and know. They get a little bus and they come and they say, you have to come too. We gonna help you. So that's right, never give up. That person just for 18 years. And that's why humbleness calls you when you're humble. Because a lot of time people look at your story and when they see you in things and things that going so well and they see you, they judge you. But that's all right. But you can't be worried because somebody judging you. You pay attention to the people that mean you well. The people that mean you well will never tell you what you want to hear. They're gonna go and tell you, baby, you have to put a stop to this. You have to take a U-turn. You have to make a tough decision. I know it's tough, I know it's rough, I know it's not easy. But you have to make that decision so better can come for you. You're already better. But you can't give up. So you can't be fully better, fully at ease, fully at peace. Everybody want peace in their life, but hey, we can't have peace in our life when we're not even creating it. We want it, but we're not trying to work on doing nothing about it. It's like you get up and you say, hey, I want $1 million, I want $1 million, but are we putting anything in place to say we want that $1 million? Putting it out in the universe is one thing, but he say he give us a glimpse of the future, but we still have to work towards getting that $1 million. You know, so I'm not gonna stay any longer. I just want you all to know that whatever it is that we're going through, we will get through it. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Don't lose your way, no matter what it is. And sometimes breaks do work because they give you time to come back bigger, better, and stronger. And they give you time to heal. And they give you time to figure out who you are as an individual and as a person. You know what I mean? Because you stepped away from the spotlight, it give you that strength you need to help you to pull forward. You say you had a long live stream this time. Yes, man, 1.5, almost 2 hour live stream. So I'm not gonna stay any longer, but I just want to encourage everybody. Don't give up. And if you're a content creator and you're looking for anything out here in the street, YouTube is making things so much easier. So to understand yourself is to tell yourself that hey, you can just put yourself into a box and you haven't reached anywhere yet. You know what I mean? You're still out here finding your niche. You're still out here trying to find who you are. You're still out here trying to find out what is your identity there. Don't give up. New lift team T say, hi, how you doing? You know what I mean? So don't give up, people. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy sometimes, but please don't give up. There is strength in everything. I remember sometimes we at the crossroad and we feel like giving up, but that's not the time to give up. Make that U-turn and go somewhere else. And you will see that the future is bright. Because when we get over what we need to get over, who gonna have smile on their face? Us gonna have smile on our face, just like everybody else who make it there. I've seen several people who said who talk about their life and how they were sleeping on people's floors before they become this and that. You even watch some of these people. I know this other lady I watch on YouTube. I think she have over 1 million subscribers or something like that. And she said before she become this person, she used to sleep on people's floor, one of her friend floor. But now she have that mansion. Now she can't invite her friend to come and sleep in her mansion. Have her own space. No, nobody have to sleep on nobody's floor unless you choose to. So anyway, family, walk good, have a blessed night. Don't give up, content creators. Don't give up same way. And to all the supporters, thank you all so very much. To all the VIPs, to all the likers, the sharers, the commenters, the subscribers. Listen to me, man. If you guys think you don't help somebody elevate, wait till you see they keep going. You gonna know that you were a part of the pie. You gonna wait. You gonna realize that you were everything there. New Lift. Thank you, New Lifty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the gift. Thank you. So don't give up, people. Life is precious, but it's even more sweeter when we're still here. But when we give up, you won't see the precious. You won't see the diamond that you needed to see. So don't give up, people. Just keep holding on, you know. But it's, they have a song say, I keep holding on. I don't know the song. I don't know how to sing it right now. So you keep holding on, people. It's a song. It say, I keep holding on. It's an old song too. I keep holding on. So hold on. I remember it said, wonders are waiting to start if we hold on. It's easier said than done, people. I know it. I know it. Trust me. Because behind the scene, I'm dealing with a lot. But you think I'm giving up? Unless this mouth not on my body. I am not giving up, people. I'm not going to be rude with nobody, but I'm not giving up. You understand me? I'm going to fight to the very end. And that's how we're going to come out victorious. So until then, it is a slow song from the 90s, 80s. See, you even know it's from the 1980s. So, yes, man. So it's a nice, beautiful song. You say, I keep holding on. So keep holding on, people. You're doing just fine. Tell yourself you're doing just fine. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you need to step up. When time come, you gonna rise because you didn't give up. When time come, you're not gonna miss a beat. You're gonna be right there present. Until then, walk good, everybody. Have a blessed night, and thank you all so very much for hanging out with Resilient Queen tonight. And just don't give up, people. That's the last message for the night. Don't give up. Go to your bed, go pray, ask God for guidance and direction, and for your thoughts, whatever thoughts you have lingering in the air, go ask Him to erase them if they're not wonderful. And He will. Trust me, He will. He will. You will see good results. He ain't telling you nothing I haven't been through. Okay? Until then, go write your own story. It will be beautiful. Put it on the wall. It will be on that wall, okay? Write it. Keep writing it. Don't give up. I know a lot of us have our story written in our head. Keep write that beautiful story. It will conquer the world one of these days. Until then, peace out.